Episode 1 of 1000 Blows Season 1 begins with someone called Mary Carr faking going into labour in London. All of this turns out to be a ruse though, as members of her all-female crime syndicate steal from the unsuspecting crowd. Hezekiah Moscow seems to be the only one who notices what's happening, but he doesn't say anything. As we soon learn, he and his friend Alec have just come to London from Jamaica. They're on their way to a zoo, where Hezekiah has plans to become a lion tamer. The men have trouble finding lodging due to racist rejections, and Hezekiah is reminded of being evicted from his home in Jamaica. Eventually they find a humble place to stay at the inn of Mr. Lau. Hezekiah gets on his good side by speaking his language, explaining that many Chinese workers came to his country and that his grandmother was Hakka Chinese. Unbeknownst to Hezekiah though, Mary Carr and the 40 elephants are also staying at Mr. Lau's. Mary summons a man named Sharky to her room to have sex with her and notices that he's stolen money from her. She knows because she's marked all of her notes with hearts. Once she procures her stolen funds, she demands Sharky sleep with her, but he claims he can't as he's been on the laughing gas. As a result, she then forces him to leave. Before he goes though, he says he loves her, but she doesn't seem to care. In desperate need of more funds, Hezekiah urges Alec to enter the Blue Coat Boy boxing night so they can win some money. He begrudgingly agrees, paying 3 shillings for the chance to get the entire night's winnings. While the elephants work the room, Mary warns Hezekiah that Alec won't win against Treacle. He responds by telling her to give back the shilling she just stole from him while she thought he wasn't looking. Hezekiah and Alec watch on as Treacle wins fight after fight with ease. On Alec's turn, he certainly gives Treacle a run for his money but ultimately loses the fight. Mary then officially introduces herself to them but is interrupted by Sharky. He insults the men and begs Mary to be his, but she urges him to get out of her sight. Later, Mary reveals her plan for a big heist to Mr. Lau. There will soon be a trade delegation sent by Emperor Qing of China, and it's bound for Westminster. Queen Victoria will give them grand gifts, and Mary's plan is to intercept those very gifts. However, she needs Lau to translate. She offers him a lucrative sum of £200, but he winds up refusing. Meanwhile, Hezekiah goes to see Mr. Harkness at the zoo about starting the job as a lion tamer. However, he soon learns that the true job offer was for him to stay inside a cage labelled Wild Man of Africa. Hezekiah locks Mr. Harkness in the cage and walks out. Back at the boxing ring, Treacle introduces his brother, the true boxing legend on this side of town. Henry Sugar Goodson steps into the ring, and to Mary's surprise, Hezekiah arrives to challenge him, which is where episode 1 comes to an end. Hulu's 1000 Blows is inspired by real historical figures like Mary Carr's 40 elephants and Hezekiah Moscow, although it's rife with creative liberties given what little is actually known about the Jamaican fighter. However, the show can, and does, easily imagine the kind of challenges a man like Hezekiah would face coming from British colonised Jamaica to a society steeped in racism like Victorian London's East End. Sepia-toned visuals certainly attempt to evoke that historical setting, although they don't accomplish that so much as they distract from the wider story. Apart from the intriguing premise, nothing overwhelmingly special stands out here about Stephen Knight's approach to this rich bit of history. But these are certainly characters you can see yourself getting invested in, and this is certainly one of Stephen Knight's strengths, especially given his past track record with shows like Peaky Blinders. Thankfully, they all seem to be in the hands of capable actors, particularly Erin Doherty as Mary Carr. Ultimately, this is a decent chapter to kick things off for what should be a very dramatic series. Thanks for watching, and do let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Smash a like or subscribe to the channel, your support is very much appreciated. I'm Greg Wheeler, and from all of us over here at The Review Geek, we'll see you on the next video.